Vikings fans, we have great news for you. Vikings Valhalla Season 2 is coming our way in the very near future. You will be delighted to learn that the long-anticipated sequel to MGM's Vikings has already been filmed and confirmed to return in 2023. So stay with us until the end, as we have some really great news to share with you.
I'm listening.
As you know, we have brought the armies of the Christian clans to your walls.
Recap. The spin-off series Vikings Valhalla has captivated viewers with bloody battles and its high-sea adventures since it launched on Netflix. The show climbed to the top of the Netflix charts, reaching the top 10 in 90 countries. Set 100 years after Vikings, based loosely on mythology and history, Vikings Valhalla acquired a whopping 80.5 million hours viewed only in the first 2 days on the streamer. And that, my friends, is really impressive. This spin-off show continues the saga of the Norse warriors and covers the period that is a century closer to the present, or if you want a full century after the events concerning Ragnar Lothbrok. Even more than the original, this series tells a fictionalized story based on true events. The first season begins with a horrific bloodbath. Aethelred the Unready will use the opportunity after Harald leaves for Norway, so he slaughters his brother Sten and a few other Vikings. But that won't go unnoticed. News of the massacre soon spreads. King Canute of Denmark calls upon all Vikings from across Norway to create a great army and seek revenge. Leif and Freydis, also on a mission of revenge, aim to get payback on a Christian Viking who attacked and raped Freydis. Thanks to its captaincy skills and its quick thinking, Leif will find a way to steer his ship through the Great Storm and will save the lives of his sister, Freydis, Eric's daughter, and his comrades. Meanwhile, as Aethelred the Unready dies, Prince Edmund and Emma of Normandy will face the wrath of the Viking killings. Not long after, everybody will hear about Aethelred the Unready death. But Harald wasn't happy with that, and he keeps seeking justice for Sten's death. When the battle begins, King Edmund gets led into a trap that will bring us to King Canute's glorious win. Even though King Edmund was defeated, King Canute forms an alliance to rule England with him. Smart move. During the celebrations that follow the battle, King Canute declares that Leif and Freydis' debts are paid. The celebration will turn into a bloodbath after he announces that Striona is a greedy traitor and chops off his head. After brutally murdering Yrsa, Keir follows Freydis' trial. He comes close to taking her life. However, he'll pause that mission as he realizes that she has connections in Uppsala. The ending of the series was something that proved a lot and left a lot to dig into. Harald and Freydis claim their love for each other, and King Canute will marry Emma off-screen. Keir purposely leaves a message that he will destroy Kattegat and Freydis. Meanwhile, Gudrun will convince King Edmund into leading a resistance against King Canute, as Olaf forms an alliance with Keir. But Gudrun had a plan, as always, so he tricks King Edmund into falling off his horse and stabs him to death. Many battles, many deaths, and the appetite for revenge is constantly growing, and we expect nothing less from the second season.
That's not what I asked.
Release date. The Vikings spin-off certainly didn't disappoint the most passionate fans. As a matter of fact, the excitement for the second season is higher now than before. The great news is that we're gonna get not just one more, but at least 2 seasons of Vikings Valhalla. Both seasons are going to have 8 episodes each, just like the first one. Anyway, the good news ends here. It seems like we'll keep wondering what's next for Prince Harald, Leif, and Freydis for a while. If you check Netflix's upcoming shows for 2022, well, you won't find Vikings Valhalla Season 2 on that list. Talking to Digital Spy, the show creator Jeb Stewart said smash that like and subscribe button just like you should if you haven't done so already. No, really, in all seriousness now, Stewart said, "I'm just finishing the editing of the last episode of Season 2 this week and I'm dying to get it out there. While the storylines for our amazing cast are secret, I can say without hesitation that their journeys will be even more epic than what you've seen so far." With all that, we can say that we can't expect the second season anytime in 2022, when Netflix confirmed that the remaining ordered episodes would be split into 2 seasons. It was also confirmed that Season 2 wouldn't come out until 2023. The rumors are saying that we're probably looking at around February 2023. We'll see. We might be pleasantly surprised.
By the time my army arrives, I will be the strongest Jarl left in Norway. Maybe the only one.
Cast. There's an awful lot to unpack in Season 2. In the final episode of Season 1, we can see Freydis and Harald looking down upon the kingdom of Kattegat as it burns to ash, lying in ruins and on fire. So we'll definitely see much more of these two. Talking to Digital Spy, Leo Suter, who plays Harold in the show, teased, there are two people they have a lot to talk about and they work so well together, but at the same time, there are big forces and big passions that are pulling them apart. And as with any sort of love story, it's so simple in some respects, but also so complicated in other ways. He added that the Vikings will be exploring the wider world that hadn't been privy to before. It would have been great if we had a trailer, but unfortunately we haven't got any trailer footage yet. Usually Netflix releases its trailers just a month before the episodes drop, so probably we're not that close.
Remove her. I command it in the name of the king.
You command nothing in the name of the king.
First look in plot details. Just like the original show, Vikings Valhalla is taking the historical accuracy, adding more action and drama, and there you go, you have a great show. There are, however, many important recorded events that happened during this time of history that we can expect to see in the next season. Thanks to the final episode and crew and cast statements, we can start to piece together what the plot of the second season would be like. The Greenlanders' journey to the east has brought a lot of sorrow and pain upon Freydis and Leif. They lost almost all of their comrades that set sail with them to Denmark, but the most painful thing for Leif was losing Lif, his lover and fellow warrior. Leif is following his father's footsteps, so we might find him banished or exiled from the Viking world. Leif Erikson is well known for discovering and setting sail in North America, so not just the second season, but the third one as well will equip him for that journey. As we said before, Vikings Valhalla takes many creative liberties, and one of the biggest might be the early appearance of Harald Hardrada. His exploits in the Viking world are legendary, and none of them happened during the events of Viking Valhalla because the future king of Norway was just a baby. Harald is open support of King Canute, but with the fate of his half-brother Olaf currently unknown, his journey to becoming king still remains distant. Talking to the Wrap, Leo Suter said, "Harold's been screwed over, massively screwed over, and what's more, it's not just him, but it's his loved ones as well. So that relationship is, as you say, very damaged, and it's gonna take a lot for it to heal. But yeah, there's certainly been some serious wrongs that have befallen him. So let's see in season 2 what happens with that. There could be even more measured, more scope for slower scenes in season 2. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the upcoming season? Do you think that the second season will reach its expectations? What do you think about the cast list? Which characters that haven't been mentioned should appear? And what are your suggestions? If you liked the video, like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss our next videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.